Today we will discuss the Dirichlet's integral and its applications. What is the Dirichlet integral? Dirichlet integral is a volume integral, or you can say it is a triple integral: x to the power l minus 1, y to the power m minus 1, z to the power n minus 1, dx, dy, dz over the volume V. What is V? V is a volume, or V is a surface enclosed by x plus y plus z is equal to 1, which is a plane, and the coordinate planes means x is equal to 0, y equal to 0, and z equal to 0. Or you can say that this volume is a region given by x, y, z all are non-negative, and x plus y plus z is less than equal to 1. So means it is a surface which is enclosed between these boundaries. Okay, its figure is described here. Basically, it is a triple integral. It is to be found over the volume V, and its value is gamma L, gamma M, and gamma N upon gamma 1 plus L plus M plus N. And this is to be found over this volume V. So if we want to give the proof of this Dirichlet's integral, we have to consider an elementary bar. The upper end of this bar is z is equal to 1 minus x minus y, because we can find the value of z from here by solving this equation. So z is equal to 1 minus x minus y, and lower end of this bar is on the xy plane. So at the xy plane z is equal to 0. Okay, and this lower end or base of this bar will move over this right angle triangle in xy plane. So this surface or this plane region is described here by the right angle triangle OAB. So to find the area of this triangle, we can use the double integral, because this elementary strip is perpendicular over the x-axis. So the lower end of this strip will move over y equal to 0, and this right end will be at y is equal to 1 minus x, because the equation of this line in z, by putting z is equal to 0, we will have x plus y is equal to 1, so y is equal to 1 minus x. So the limits of y will be 0 to 1 minus x, limits of z will be 0 to 1 minus x minus y. And then what about the limits of x? Because this strip is perpendicular to x-axis, so limits of x will be constants. X will be from 0 to a, because at this point, this is the point of intersection of this plane with x-axis. So you can put z and y is equal to 0, so you will get x is equal to 1 here, sorry, not a. Okay, and the right hand side of this is the generalization of the Dirichlet integral. What is the difference between this and this? In both sides, the integrand is same, but the surface over which this volume is to be, this triple integral is to be found, is different. Here the V is the volume bounded by the surface x upon a to the power p plus y upon b to the power q plus z upon c to the power r is less than equal to 1. So if you will put p, q, r each is 1, a, b, c each is 1, so then you will get this surface, means x plus y plus z is less than equal to 1. This is a particular case of this surface. Okay, so the value of the same integral over a different but generalized surface can be written as a to the power l, b to the power n, c to the power n, gamma l upon p into gamma m upon q into gamma n upon r, divided by p, q, r, gamma of 1 plus l upon p plus m upon q plus n upon r. So this theorem is also applicable for the double integrals also. If you remove here from here dz and z to the power n minus 1, so you will get gamma l and gamma m upon gamma 1 plus l plus m. Okay, so next we will discuss the proof of this. So to continue our discussion and to give the proof of this Dirichlet integral, the limits of x will be from 0 to 1, limits of y will be from 0 to 1 minus x, limits of z will be from 0 to 1 minus x minus y by putting this integral here, okay. And if you want to find the value of this triple integral, first you will integrate with respect to z, treating x and y as constants. Okay. So the integration of z to the power n minus 1 with respect to z, it will be z to the power n upon n, and limits of z are 0 to 1 minus x minus y, dx dy, and it is x to the power l minus 1, y to the power m minus 1, okay. So put the upper limit, you will get here 1 minus x minus y to the power n minus 0 divided by n. So we can bring 1 upon n outside, keeping the limits of x 0 to 1 and the limits of y 0 to 1 minus x, multiplied by x to the power l minus 1, y to the power m minus 1 into dx dy, okay. So to proceed this integration further, let us put y equal to 1 minus x into t. So then what about dy? Dy is equal to 1 minus x into dt. When y equal to 0, the lower limit, so if you will put y equal to 0 here, so you will get t equal to 0. And if you will put y equal to 1 minus x, so you will get t equal to 1. So the lower limits will be t equal to 0 to 1. Lower limit t equal to 0 and upper limit t is equal to 1. So we insert the value of y here. It is 1 minus x into t. So this term, its power is n. So this term will be this one. Okay. X to the power l minus 1 and y to the power means 1 minus x into t to the power m minus 1. Dy is equal to 1 minus x into dt. Okay. So next we will proceed. So simplifying these calculations, because both the limits of x are constants and t are also constants, so we can write this integration as the product of two integrals. One is in x and another in the variable t. So we can collect the powers of x from here. X to the power l minus 1. 1 minus x to the power is here m minus 1. If you will take 1 minus x common from here, so you will get the power is n. So 1 minus x to the power m minus 1 plus n, and then again plus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 will cancel. So 1 minus x to the power m plus n. Okay. And collecting the powers of t. So t to the power m minus 1 is here. And if you will take 1 minus x common, so it will be 1 minus t inside and its power is n. So 1 minus t to the power n. So you can write this as a gamma. This is beta L, comma, you can write here m plus n plus 1 minus 1, okay. So this will be m plus n plus 1, okay, multiplied by beta, it is t to the power m minus 1, so you can write here m, and you can write here n plus 1 minus 1, so it will be n plus 1, okay, and whole is divided by n. Next, this product in the numerator can be written as, or can be expressed in terms of the gamma function. So this is equal to gamma L gamma m plus n plus 1 upon gamma of the sum of these two. So 1 plus L plus m plus n. Okay, this will be gamma m gamma n plus 1 divided by gamma m plus n plus 1. Okay, the sum of these two, and whole is multiplied by 1 upon n. So you can cancel this by this one. So it is gamma gamma L gamma m. You can write this as n into gamma n upon gamma 1 plus L plus m plus n. Okay, and this 1 upon n. So n will cancel by this n. So we have proved this Dirichlet integral for this case. So similarly you can try this one, but for this one we have to transform this portion into by taking say u variable, this v variable, and this as w variable. So don't go to the proof of this one. This proof is sufficient. So next we will discuss the one application of this Dirichlet integral. We have to find the value of this Dirichlet integral over the region bounded by the sphere x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 1 and the coordinate planes. Means in the first octant plane, in first octant. So comparing this equation with this one, so we can put PQR, P is equal to Q is equal to R is equal to 2 here, and ABC each is equal to 1. So put in this result, so we will get the value of this gamma integral, this volume integral by using the Dirichlet generalization. A, B, C each is 1, so this value is 1. Gamma L upon P, L is here, it is your L minus 1, so L minus 1 is 3, so what is L? L is 4, and similarly it is M minus 1 is equal to 3, so M is also 4. So you can put L, M and N, all are 4. So gamma 4, L upon P, P is 2, and similarly gamma M, M is 4 upon 2, gamma 4 upon 2 upon PQR, so 2 into 2 into 2, gamma 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 means 6. Okay, so this will be gamma 2 means factorial 1, gamma 2 factorial 1, gamma 2 factorial 1 upon 8, gamma 7 it is factorial 7. Okay, so this is 1 upon 8 into factorial 7. So this is the answer of this problem. It will be factorial 7, gamma 7. Oh, gamma 7 will be factorial 6. So friends, it is the next application of the Dirichlet integral. Suppose we have to find the value of this triple integration over the region bounded by the plane x plus y plus z is equal to 1 and the coordinate planes in the first octant. So comparing this surface with this one, so we will have P is equal to Q is equal to R is equal to 1, and each A, B, C is also 1. So, and what about L minus 1? L minus 1 is 1 by 2, so L is equal to 3 by 2. And similarly M is also 3 by 2. Why? Because all the powers of x, y, z are same, and N is also 3 by 2. So we can put LMN and P, Q, R, A, B, C in this result. So finally the answer is, our answer is 4 pi upon 945. Okay, so you can work out this problem. So we should stop here. So this was the application of Dirichlet integral and its proof also. Thank you very much.